Hook your audience in the first second with visuals of a giant warship cutting through the ocean, drones launching from its deck, and dramatic music building tension. Imagine a ship that was once carrying cargo across the oceans, transformed into a floating military fortress capable of launching drones, supporting helicopters, carrying missile systems, and extending naval power far beyond home waters. What if one vessel could become an entire moving battlefield? Today we are diving deep into the story of the IRS Shahid Mahdavi, one of the most unusual and fascinating warships to emerge in recent years. This isn't just another naval ship. This is a symbol of transformation, strategy, and a new vision of maritime warfare. When people imagine military vessels, they usually think of destroyers, aircraft carriers, or submarines. But the IRS Shahid Mahdavi follows a completely different path. Originally, this giant vessel started its life as a commercial container ship. For years, ships like this moved cargo and goods around the world, silently crossing oceans with no military purpose. But engineers and military planners saw something different. They saw opportunity. They saw a giant platform with endless possibilities. Instead of building an entirely new warship from scratch, the vessel was redesigned and transformed into a multi-role expeditionary support ship. Suddenly, a civilian giant was becoming a military asset. Massive modifications changed its appearance and capabilities. A huge flat deck was added, creating space for helicopter operations and unmanned aerial vehicles. Advanced systems were installed, and the ship evolved into a mobile operational base. Now imagine standing on the deck of the Shahid Mahdavi in the middle of the ocean. Around you there is nothing but endless water stretching toward the horizon. The wind hits hard, waves crash against the hull, and suddenly drone engines begin to roar. Within moments, unmanned aircraft launch into the sky, climbing above the sea. This is where the ship becomes something much larger than steel and machinery. It becomes an extension of military reach. One of the most interesting aspects of the Shahid Mahdavi is flexibility. Traditional warships are designed for specific missions. Some are built mainly for anti-submarine warfare. Others focus on missile defense or air superiority. But this vessel operates differently. It can serve as a logistics center, a support platform, a drone carrier, a command ship, and potentially a launch point for various operations. In modern warfare, flexibility is power. The oceans of the world are vast and unpredictable. Distance creates challenges. Fuel becomes a problem. Supplies become a problem. Communication becomes a problem. For nations operating far from home, maintaining a presence can be difficult. Ships like the Shahid Mahdavi help reduce those challenges. Instead of relying entirely on ports and overseas bases, a floating sea base can travel with naval forces and support them directly. The vessel's large size also brings another advantage. Space. Space means fuel, equipment, supplies, drones, support craft, and operational capability. It means staying at sea for extended periods and operating across long distances. In the modern era, endurance at sea can sometimes be just as important as firepower. But perhaps the biggest reason why ships like this attract global attention is what they represent. Around the world, military strategy is changing. Technology is changing. Drones are changing warfare. Long-range operations are changing warfare. Large, flexible platforms capable of supporting multiple missions are becoming increasingly important. And while some people see the Shahid Mahdavi as simply a converted cargo vessel, others see it as something much more significant. They see a glimpse into the future. A future where massive traditional fleets may be supported by adaptable sea bases. A future where unmanned systems play larger roles. A future where mobility and versatility become critical advantages. Every ship tells a story. Some tell stories of battles. Some tell stories of exploration. Others tell stories of technological progress. The IRS Shahid Mahdavi tells the story of transformation. A journey from carrying containers across oceans to becoming a military platform operating on the world stage. As the sun disappears beyond the horizon and the massive silhouette of Shahid Mahdavi continues moving through dark ocean waters, one question remains: is this simply a modified cargo ship, or is it a sign of where naval warfare is heading next? If you enjoyed this video and want more powerful military stories, naval technology, and fascinating war machine documentaries, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the next mission is already preparing to leave the dock. See you in the next video.